Alright, let's talk about Andrew Marr. He used to be at the BBC and he got too annoying, so he left and joined LBC. Yeah, because that helped. That made things even better because he can now express his opinions, which is good. Free speech, free press, free media. But we're also free to criticize him. He went on a massive rant. I'm just going to show you a video of his rant on LBC. Then I'm going to react live because I just want your opinion on this, by the way. Watch this.
Right. The Labour leader Keir Starmer finally laying out his policy towards the EU after Brexit. This is of massive concern to the Tories as they contemplate the possibility of losing power in due course, perhaps to a Lib-Lab coalition government.
Okay, so people like Andrew Marr are getting way too overexcited about what happened yesterday when the Labour leader Keir Starmer stood up, made an announcement saying, "I'm now a Brexiteer, and I'm now going to be I'm going to make Brexit work," whatever that means. So now Andrew Marr thinks this is it. Brexiteers, Conservatives, Tories, everybody, they're now in trouble because Starmer is now a Brexiteer and he's now going to win the support of the 52%. Oh dear God.
There are few more powerful voices on the right of politics than the veteran Sun columnist, Trevor Kavanagh. And today he warns the Prime Minister to get a grip, or it's the end of the Tories. Worried about Tony Blair's influence in the background, he says a Labour alliance with the Lib Dems would mean scrapping our current voting system, a dagger aimed at the heart of the Conservative Party and Brexit.
Oh, wow. So this is very over-dramatic, the situation. So there is a point to... And it's not a good thing, it's a bad thing, it's a warning. If the Labour Party gets into government, they would do a few things. Changing the electoral system, bringing down the voting age to 16 and giving voting rights to foreigners, and we are all messed up at that point. Anyway, the whole country is going to go down. But Andrew Marr thinks that somehow a magical coalition will happen between the Labour Party and the Lib Dems, with Starmer staying as Labour leader, as a Brexiteer, and all the Brexiteers will completely abandon Reform UK and the Tory party and all the others and go and vote for the Labour Party. And this will be the end of Conservative.
Trevor finishes, it is a lethal recipe for perpetual coalition and the end of the Tories as the most successful political party in UK history. Now, these are arguments you're going to hear up to and during the next election campaign, whenever it comes, and whoever is leading the Conservative Party by then. True blue Brexit believers are on the back foot.
I mean, we want the Tory party to completely reform, to destruct the whole thing, destroy it and build from scratch, but not to make it a Ramona party or anything like that. We actually want to make it even more conservative and more Brexity. But no, I don't understand what he's talking about. And Trevor and all the others keep writing these columns in newspapers that nobody reads. And they get overexcited. This is the end of Brexit Britain as we know it.
The latest YouGov poll shows 61% of people think the government has handled Brexit badly. Another recent poll asked how well Brexit has gone, and 54% said fairly or very badly. Just 2% said very well. Brexiters are, it seems, blaming everyone but themselves.
Whoa. It almost had me. Almost had me, because if it was about the 60% of not being happy, if we're talking about the government not handling it well, yeah. But he just said he's not really talking about government mishandling Brexit. He's talking about Brexiteers who voted for Brexit and that's not working. And Brexiteers are now blaming everybody else but themselves. It's about the government, Andrew Marr. It's not about the people. Because, we had to put our faith and our belief into the hands of people like Boris Johnson to do it on our behalf, and they failed to do it. Let's go back quickly a few seconds and listen to this again, because this is the problem I have.
Percent said very well. Brexiters are, it seems, blaming everyone but themselves. Suella Braverman, the Attorney General, says Brexit is being wrecked by pro-EU civil servants, people The Sun today calls the new enemy within.
It's true. She's right. I mean, we have so many obstacles to deal with. You have the Ramona civil servants. You have the MPs in Parliament who tried to prevent Brexit. Even right now, they're trying to take us back into the EU. We had you guys completely starting Project Fear 2.0, 3.0, 4.0 to completely destroy the whole idea. And now you say, well, it's the fault of Brexiteers. This is why nobody listens to LBC, Andrew Marr. This is why nobody cares about what you say. But we have to still counter and challenge your ideas. We're not going to ignore you. We will give you the airtime. Because even a few young people and the others who might accidentally watch your stuff and somehow get excited, we have to make sure that we are fighting back. Each person that you change their mind matters. You have to do it. Even if that means you're going to have to show them videos of Femi or Steve Bray or this guy, you have to do it. You have to give them the airtime for the sake of their argument so that you could then use that to challenge them and change people's minds. That's how we win. Winning the battle of ideas. That's how the left infiltrated and dominated the Western politics for the past 70 years. Because they kept doing it. Since the 50s and 60s onwards, they did it. It was a long-term project and they won. We can't just completely be isolated and just say, well, I'm not going to debate with you, Femi, because you're annoying. No, debate, fight, win. Subscribe to the channel. I'm Tousi and we are the media.